you just saw there, lads and ladies, was the match-winning goal in the NEC versus Fortuna Sittard game, scored by none other than my boy Zian Flemming. I'm Royalivi. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of the Sorare Road to Glory. And this episode's all about surviving relegation for my Hartberg and Fortuna players, and that goal by Flemming was enough to keep Fortuna up by a single point. And, you know, what a player Flemming is. I said it last episode, but I'm going to say it again. He has almost single-handedly kept Fortuna up with his end-of-season form. Not only does he score and assist, but he also made this goal line clearance in injury time, for fuck's sake. I was actually watching the game, and the last 10 minutes was absolute carnage, especially with Willem 2 winning 3-0 as well. It meant a draw would have been automatic relegation for Fortuna, so a massive result there for them, which obviously I'm thrilled about as I have this tasty little Zian Flemming card in the club. And his end of season form could really help his price in the build up to next season. Flemming is currently sitting at around 0.3 Ethereum right now for his rare card, just as the season is ending. So if we see a similar trend in terms of player prices as we did with the MLS cards during their off season, then we could expect Flemming's price to hit its peak around late July, early August, when the new season is gearing up to kick off. And I really think we could see him be a 0.5 to 0.6 Ethereum player, obviously depending on the price of Ethereum at the time. He's proven to be a key player for Fortuna and a great goal scoring threat in recent weeks, and on top of this he is in his final year of being an under 23 player, so I think he could be a strong option there for his price range. Obviously the best under 23 forwards would likely be, you know, your Vinicius Juniors and Erling Haalands, but in case you were unaware, they're quite a bit more expensive than Zian Flemming, so he's definitely a competitive but much more affordable option for those under 23 sides next season, and I think his price could jump a bit to reflect that. You know, or not, I don't fucking know, I'm not a financial lawyer, don't take what I say as gospel. So Fortuna survived the relegation battle, but in terms of so 5 results, my other boy, Yukinara Sugawara, yeah, he was a DMP, did not play. These DMPs have got to be the most contagious epidemic known to man right now. I mean, oof, can I say that? Yeah, fuck it, we'll run with it. Just means a threshold hitting game, it all came down to my Cobb Szczesny in net. So naturally he didn't fucking play as well. Fuck the end of season fixtures, literally have no fucking clue what's going on with the teams. Legit can't wait for the Commons to leave Division 4 as well, so I never have to see Szczesny's smug face in my lineup builder again. But all I guess, to be fair, is probably pretty obvious Szczesny wasn't going to get picked, so a bit of a blunder by me there if anything. But don't let my errors get in the way of my disdain for Wojciech Szczesny here. Juventus need a better goalkeeper, alright, so at least going forward I'll never have to deal with him again come next season, because Szczesny is most certainly not my boy. He is not my boy. Looking at the remaining results for Game Week 270 then, which we can see here on the brand new My Teams page, I like the change they've done with the layout of this section, but that's about the only positive I can take away from this. The introduction of this new design has been a bit of a mess, honestly. Creating and submitting lineups a new way will take some getting used to. The My Matches part just looks like a fucking travesty, and actually clicking on your teams doesn't show enough information such as placement and points. It needs a lot of improvements, honestly, but we move. You can see the Hartberg lads up here on the right getting 283 points despite losing 4-2, so if they avoid relegation next week, then they'll be a great all-star threshold team for next season. And then in the middle here with Specialist Rare, I actually would have had a chance at a reward if Stuver wasn't injured, but he was injured, so, you know, what are you going to do? Neelis got a banger score, at least with decisives from Cal and Kyoto as well. Just gives me hope that my America team will be strong enough to hit the second threshold most game weeks over the course of the summer break. Great score from Almada in America Limited as well, but unfortunately he was surrounded by a few, you guessed it, DMPs. What the fuck am I doing? Back up to All-Star Limited then, I got a tier 3 reward, woo! Fantastic stuff. I suppose any reward is nice in the grand scheme of things. Carlos Gil carrying it as usual, the bloke is now up to over 0.4 Ethereum for his limited card. Quite mad really, but you can see why. His scores are consistently insane. And with him and Almada in good form, I just need Russell to start picking up a few more decisives and Cascante to stay consistent, and I think I could be on for a decent summer with the limited team here. I did question whether selling them was the right thing to do. Carlos Gil and Almada alone are over 0.6 Ethereum combined for them right now, but fuck it, don't care about the Ethereum, would rather just have these fun, competitive teams to enter over the summer months, and maybe they'll win me some rewards to repay my investment and my trust. Moving on to Game Week 271 then, and the fuckery with goalkeepers continued as Hamid now wasn't playing for whatever reason. Like, I just fucking can't keep up with these goalkeeper DMPs, man, but no drama, because as usual I did too shit for it to make a difference anyway. It's a good thing I'm stunningly handsome, because my So5 skills are a fucking tin pot. At least Ruidaz is scoring goals, and Boré scored a very important goal for Frankfurt in the Europa League final. Shout out to the Celtic fans out there. And then an all-star rare, fantastic news, Stuver finally came back from injury and gave away a penalty. Look, I'm just glad he's back from injury, okay? And if you watch the highlights, he actually made some banging saves for Austin before giving away the penalty, so no confidence will be lost in Stuver, alright? My decision to then play Common Cecina worked out very nicely as he got a goal and an assist, and AZ in their European qualification playoff game completely bottled it. They had a 2-1 lead and ended up conceding twice in injury time to lose 3-2, but at least Mitso got a cheeky assist to ensure I hit that second threshold in Gas 4. Fantastic stuff. Now all attention turns to Game Week 272 where Hartberg were at risk of relegation, so welcome to the final edition for the season of Supporting Hartberg is Terrible, or SHIT for short. A 4-2 loss on matchday 31 for Hartberg meant the table was getting tasty going into the final week of the season, and to really tighten my bumhole right up, Altak went out and won 2-1. You can actually see the point in time where people realised Altak were staying up if you check Tino Casali's Sorare data price graph right here. But disaster averted, the Hartberg lads drew 1-1, they have stayed up, I repeat, TSV Hartberg have stayed up. Breathe everyone, breathe. I know you're all just as much emotionally invested into TSV Hartberg as I am financially, so them staying up is fantastic news for anyone who follows the channel. And if you don't follow the channel, well, subscribe. Here's the table, one team goes down and baby, it ain't TSV Hartberg. Admira sort of just dropped like a stone out of nowhere with some dismal form in their last 5 games. They were actually 3-0 down after about half an hour, so the relegation battle wasn't quite so dramatic in the end, but hey, that's fine by me. Gonna have to rename this segment from Supporting Hartberg is Terrible to Supporting Hartberg is Top Shit. Or Shits for short, because fuck me, being a fan of Hartberg for the last season has certainly given me the runs. I have realised, however, that a TSV Hartberg stack is not the way to go. Don't worry, I'm going to keep the rare lads to using Gas 4 to go for the thresholds next season, but the limited team, I mean, yeah, it's got to go. They just ain't going to win me anything more than the occasional tier 3, really. I may keep some of the players to perhaps use in underdog and specialist leagues, for example, like Rennie Sweet and Jurgen Hell, but realistically upgrading the team here is the smart option, so next episode expect to see the beginnings of new limited teams for under 23, Challenger and Champion Europe. Should have the funds to make some strong teams ready for next season. Now the rest of the results for Game Week 272 just pissed me off, honestly. I mean, look at this shit. 2 90s in the Legends Weekly, but then shit scores for everyone else. America Limited, I got decent scores from Armada and new signing Wagner, but then shit scores for everyone else. Specialist Limited, Jimenez and Chatsia Darkos got okay scores. Perhaps I could be on for a good result. Oh no, wait, no. Shit scores for everyone else. No surprise there. At least in Limited, All-Star, Russell scored and new signing Brozovic whipped out banging scores, so at least I was definitely going to win a reward here. But oh no, fuck me, wait, no, here we go. Carlos motherfucking Gill and the other shitters here didn't do enough for a reward, and just fuck the rest. I mean, even in Gas 4, I had a great week in getting 316 points. Great all-around scores from Mitso and Martins Indy, and the GOAT Shiny Ashiki popping up with yet another goal to smash that second threshold, but even then I was still a good 20 points off of winning even a shitty tier 3 card, so really this game week just kind of got me a bit upset. I mean, I've got about 2 Ethereum's worth of players out playing here, and all I can win is some shitty tier 3 limited card and the threshold, but hey, there you go, that's life. At least I want a bit of extra Ethereum here with the threshold being pegged to fiat. Just a shame, as I got some great scores from some players this game week, but I couldn't get them scoring together, and I guess that's why I'm rebuilding the club over the summer, so I have more big hitters and less big shitters. I only had the Gas 4 team out for Game Week 273, and I knew it would be tough with a no-game player in the squad in Zian Flemming, and you know, I wasn't wrong, didn't hit any thresholds. Sugawara once again not making an appearance this match, not sure what's happened to him in recent weeks, but hopefully it doesn't continue into next season and he can get back into the team. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't have any other teams out. It's been non-stop Sorare action in recent weeks. I need a breather heading into Game Week 274, and these are my teams, where in Gas 4 I was lining up with a fairly strong setup of 5 rares. Brad Stuvert appearing in net for me, he's one of the GOAT keepers in the MLS right now. The AZ lads, Martins Indy and Mitso here. I left my boy Sugawara out due to his recent benching, and his replacement this week is Rommel Kyoto with Shiny Ashiki up top, who I'm hoping it can keep up his run of good form. Strong All-Star Limited lineup then, we've got 2 big hitters in Carlos Gil and Almada lining up in midfield, with the Austin FC back 2 and Russell up top, and then I've got these 3 teams which, you know, honestly aren't great and probably won't compete for anything, but might as well give them a go. I mean, the America Rare team is just a glorified training team, and the Special Weekly team is decentish to be fair, but a few players there are prone to being benched, so I'm not really holding my breath. And then the America Limited team is a semi-strong team. You trust it to hit the Ethereum threshold, but unfortunately in limited divisions there are no Ethereum thresholds, so this team will likely come up short in my pursuit of glory. But hey, we shall see. So as I said, I think the next few episodes of the Road to Glory will be more focused on the reshuffling of my teams over the summer now that the European leagues have ended. We'll still have some strong America lineups out there, so there will still be lots to go over, so do stick around for that, or don't, it's your life really. Just follow your heart and all that jazz. And yeah, I've been Royalivi, and I will catch you next time.